I'm Ryan Rogowski from Translate Abroad. We help you translate Chinese on your mobile phone. 欢迎你来看我们的报告。如果你能听懂中文，我请你告诉你旁边的人投资我们，好吗? So where are we right now, ladies and gentlemen? We are in China, the world's fastest growing economy and the powerhouse of Asia. But there's one peculiar thing about China, and that's the fact that everything is in Chinese. Except maybe the 7-Eleven sign, because that's what we all look at, since we don't understand anything else. So imagine you're going on a trip to China. Let's say for business. You start out in Shanghai, because that's where most international business travelers start. But then you have a business meeting in Hangzhou. It's a little bit of a problem, because you don't speak Chinese, but not so bad, because the hotel buys you your train ticket and gets you the taxi to the train station. But then when you get to the train station, this is what you see. This is your train ticket. You see a number with a picture next to it, some other numbers with other pictures next to it. This is a problem. So at this point, you have a couple options. One, you could learn Chinese, one of the hardest languages in the world to learn. Or two, you could hire a translator, which isn't that cost effective. So if you're a business traveler, you feel disempowered. Because if you can't figure out how to read this ticket, you could potentially miss your business meeting. At Translate Abroad, we believe this problem should not exist. Let's take a look at how it should be. So you're walking down the street, and you see this Chinese sign that you don't understand. Imagine being able to take out your smartphone and scan over the Chinese and understand that it's a seafood restaurant. And then imagine walking down the street and having to take out money so you can eat. But taking out your smartphone at the Chinese ATM and being able to understand how to withdraw money. Translate Abroad is building a mobile application that allows you to understand Chinese on your mobile phone. Let's take a look at how it works. So, well, it looks like if you had our app, you'd be able to understand the feature set, right? Well, I'm going to walk you guys through it. So first off, it's instant. Translation has to be instant to be effective. It has to be real time, otherwise it's not practical. Second, it's mobile. It has to be able to go with you anywhere. So it's on the smartphone, and it doesn't require internet. Because internet infrastructure in China is not that strong. And last, it's real world. Because it takes care of the real world context. Imagine any situation that you're in and being able to understand Chinese. That's what we're building. So you may ask, why does it matter right now? Well, China is exploding, and let's look at the market. So there were 26 million international arrivals to China this year. That's a big number. These are people who are non-native Chinese. But the problem doesn't just exist with travelers. It also exists with students. If you've ever studied Chinese and tried to look up a Chinese character, you understand how painful it is. It's a picture. You're practically drawing something to look it up. So what we're doing is building a mobile app that addresses the 66 million people. But it doesn't even stop there. This market is growing. In 5 years, it's going to be 100 million people. That's a lot of people that are dealing with the pain of Chinese. But how do we address this huge market? Well, we've identified where we can penetrate it, and that's with study abroad students. Those are our early evangelists. And why is that? Well, one, they're learning Chinese, and two, they're going to China, so the problem hits them really hard. And we contacted 12 study abroad program providers, and all 12 of these program providers understand the value proposition that we provide. They are all on deck waiting for us to finish a version so they can send out information to their students, all 12 of them. Now, where is Translate Abroad in building this magical application? Because China is exploding. Well, what we've done is we've developed a core algorithm based on image processing and computer vision. And we've put a provisional patent on this core algorithm. And with this core algorithm, what we've done is we've put it in a code base that we're calling an engine. And this engine, as you can see, is a little bit big right now, but what we're doing is making it mobile and small so it can fit in your smartphone, more efficient. And now how are we building this up? Well, we have 4 product releases, and this is based on our engine, which can create revenue-generating apps, because it's such a high-value proposition. So we start out with the currency converter, which is in live beta in the App Store right now. Then we move on to the restaurant menu translator, which focuses on Chinese food menu items. Then the study app, which focuses on study terms and study phraseology. Then finally, the travel solution. That is the solution for anyone dealing with the pain of understanding Chinese. So now, how are we doing this? Well, the Translate Abroad team is a team of 4 electrical engineers, and we're adding one. And we also have high-class advising from University of Illinois and Berkeley, some of the top schools in electrical engineering. And 2 of our teammates right now have graduate-level education in image processing. But it's not just the technical part that matters in this solution. It's also the fact that you have to understand China and Chinese. And all 4 of our team members right now understand China and Chinese. I spent 1 year in Beijing, China, suffering through this problem. And I had to take the hardest route, which is learning Chinese. That's a hard task. And so what we're doing is building this solution. And right now, this is why it's important. Because if you're going to rely on translations like this that exist in China right now, you're going to have a lot of trouble with your pregnant parking. So what are we doing now? We're raising $150,000 to support the builds of the next 2 apps. That's finishing the currency converter and the restaurant menu translator, so that we can prove our customers and our technology. And we're looking for people who understand that China is exploding and who believe in our vision. So talk to us afterwards. We're Translate Abroad, helping you understand Chinese. Thank you.